well, we all join something to win, but even if I don't win, I'm still a winner. Even if I
Yeah.
do not get the crown, but I'm still a winner because
Yes.
I overcame my fears. I
Mm.
stepped into a space that I never thought I would.
Mm.
So for me, this was just the best choice ever.
Hi, family. Welcome to Real Life Stories with Boitumelo Mankuroane. For those who do not know me, my name is Boitumelo Mankuroane. Thank you so much for tuning in today. If it is your first time on this platform, you are more than welcome. If you have not yet subscribed, please do not forget to subscribe. And for the returnings, thank you so much for coming here because you guys, you are making this a family, and I know this is a family to keep. Today, we are having a beautiful day. We have our guest here, somebody that believes so much in empowerment, an impact driven woman. We have Boitumelo Khasi. I'm going to introduce you to her. What a lovely day we're in. Hi, how are you?
Hello, Boitumelo. Am I right in yourself?
I'm well, thanks, and thank you so much for joining us today.
It is only my pleasure. Thank you for
It is,
having me.
I feel that we are not only blessed, but we are empowered as well as me and I'm speaking for me and my people because I
Mm,
know that
yes,
I feel privileged to have you on this platform as well.
it's an honor. It's an honor. Thank you.
And before we go, let us crack it a bit. What is the difference between Miss Soweto and Mrs. Soweto?
I believe that Miss Soweto is for the single young ladies,
Yes.
and Mrs. Soweto is for engaged women, it's for widowed women, it's for married women. Yes, but there's also Miss, which is Ms., which is MS,
Mm-hmm.
so it's for single ones as well, but in the category of older women, I believe,
Oh,
yes.
oh yes. Can you please briefly tell us about yourself?
My name is Boitumelo Khasi. I am Mrs. Soweto Finalist 2023. Thank you. I am also a wife
Mhm.
to Pastor Morgan Mohagabe.
Yes,
I am a mother.
yes,
I am an entrepreneur.
yes,
Yes, as you can see, I have my work in front of me. I do pottery as well.
yes.
I also sell, so it's different designs, different shapes, all the sizes, all the designs that you would think of. We do that, and I also an direct manager for a company called Timo Projects Pty Ltd, which is a cleaning services company. We also supply cleaning products as well. We sell to different companies as well. We do
Okay,
maintenance, just
okay.
small maintenance
Yes.
as well. So I am also a writer. I
Wow.
have a book that is on the pipeline. It's not yet published,
Yes.
but it is. The book is called A Stranger Daughter. So the book is about me, my life, and how I got to grow from rejection
Yeah.
and not being loved. So a stranger is obviously not loved or
Mm-hmm.
yearning for the love. So it was mainly about my parents. So
Yes.
it was about me moving from that pain, that rejection, that anger, the bitterness, and just deciding to to be the best that I can be.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, through
I
through.
believe next time when
Mm,
you come here, we'll be talking about your book because I
yes,
really, really want to read it. I want to know about it
yes,
because as you're talking now, it triggers some of the things, the mental
yes.
issue, mental health issues,
Right.
and yeah. And I understand that you are more of an empowerment woman.
Yes.
What is your ideal definition of empowerment?
Okay, for me, empowerment means growing
Okay.
from who you were
Mm-hmm.
to who you aspire to be.
Yes.
Empowerment means building yourself as a woman,
Yeah.
building yourself as a person,
Mm.
is from moving from your shackles and just being the best that you can be.
Mm.
It's about growing from all your hardships and being the best that you could be.
Mm.
That's my definition for empowerment.
I like it and I
Yes.
believe it. And as you're saying it, more of growing. Indeed,
Yes.
it is more of growing because until you are empowered, you might not grow.
True.
I like it.
True.
I see that you're Mrs. Soweto, finalist
Yes.
2023.
Yes.
What inspired you to be part of it, to join?
Okay. Well, because I have been on this self discovery journey for the past few years.
Mm-hmm.
So, writing my book was my way of healing.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was my way of helping somebody out there who
Yes.
in a similar situation or who wants to just grow from their past.
Yes.
So, for me, I thought that, okay, the reason why I joined was to empower myself because Mrs. Soweto is all about women empowering. So I
Yes.
thought, let me do this. Since I am this new person now, let me just get out of my comfort zone. Let me just see my God given talents. Let me
Yes.
just use my God given talents because I think I've been too shy
Mm.
forever. I have not used my purpose so
Mm.
much. So I thought, let me just take the leap of faith.
Mm.
Let me just jump in and see because there's nothing to lose. At the
Yes.
end of the day, I will I will grow. I would have grown and I will be somebody that I was not before I joined.
Mm.
So for me, it was an empowering step that I took to say that, well, we all join something to win, but even if I don't win, I'm still a winner. Even if I do
Yeah.
not get the crown, but I'm still a winner because
Yes.
I overcame my fears. I
Mm.
stepped into a space that I never thought I would.
Mm.
So for me, this was just the best choice ever.
I like what you're saying. For
Mm.
those who have not yet watched my pod or listened to my podcast, the recent episode that we have uploaded is about fear. You have to conquer your fears. You have to defeat your fears. You have to
Mm.
come out of that.
Mm.
Mina nginjalo, mina ngisaba abantu. No, we have to go somewhere.
Mm.
You know,
I
I like.
truly agree.
Yes, and what you're saying,
Mm.
you say something about self-discovery.
Mm.
I don't know if you want to share briefly about that.
Yes, yes, I do not mind at all.
Yes.
Yes, so you get to a point in life where everything is just falling apart. You
Mm-hmm.
get to a point where you do not know what your purpose is because you try this and it's not working out. You try that it's not working out, and the only thing that you have in your mind is I cannot give up.
Mm,
So you get to a point where you ask yourself, what is my purpose? Why am I here on earth? Am I here to just watch people progress in life?
mm,
So I then joined this 1 day self discovery journey,
mhm.
and I think it made so much difference. I came back a new person in that 1 day. And though it was not easy at all, that's when I decided to write the book, A
Yes.
Stranger Daughter.
Mm,
Because now I was just looking for avenues to bring change into my life to say that no, I cannot just be an ordinary person. There must be something,
mm,
about me. There
mm,
must be in the 1 day self discovery, they were talking about that there was greatness in me.
mm.
So I went and searched for this greatness. I was like, no, I
Wow.
cannot just be an ordinary person. So I can tell you that in the past 3 years,
Mm,
it was not easy at all. It was not as easy as just being in that 1 day self discovery
mm,
program. It took so much from me because forgiveness was involved. I had to
mm,
forgive myself in the process. I had to go back to the drawing board, to say that why is my life not, why are the puzzles not
Connecting.
connecting at
Mm.
all. So it was not easy because I had to go back to the things that made me angry. I
Mm.
had to go back to my past, to go back to my mistakes, to see what is the core problem here and then work on it. So that is why I'm here, joining Mrs. Soweto, just embracing my talent of
Mm.
doing pottery,
Mm.
embracing my talent of writing, of art.
Mm.
So I think that is where my greatness is here. And joining Mrs. Soweto, it was all about to say that as Mrs. Soweto is empowering us,
Mm.
I'm also on the verge of empowering other women to say that,
Yes.
you know what, you do not have to look at your weaknesses, you do
Mm.
not have to look at your past, you do not
Mm.
have to look at your imperfections.
Yes.
You are beautiful as you are.
Mm.
If you cannot do something about your features or anything that you're not happy about, embrace it.
Yes.
So I'm all about embracing, because I grew up being shy. I was shy to smile. I was shy to, to speak to people, because I would be insecure about my looks,
Mm.
or my teeth more
Mm.
especially. I was afraid to smile, and now I'm embracing it. I'd be like, nobody's perfect.
Nobody's
Nobody's
perfect.
perfect, and
Yes.
God loves me.
The way you are.
My children love me, my family love me, my
The way you
husband
are.
loves me. I
Yes.
mean, I speak to people. It's not that I mean, when people look at me, they show funny faces.
Mm.
People love, I speak to people,
Mm.
I smile to people, I speak to them, they want to listen to me, so why not?
Why not? And I see you are involved in quite interesting things, a lot of things. You
Mm,
have your head is full. You are a mom, you are a wife, you are an entrepreneur, you are facilitator, you are
facilitator, I do
a
pottery.
pottery, you are
Yes.
now you are Mrs. Soweto finalist.
Finalist.
And if I may ask, what made you to be part of that, and what encourages you to
Mm,
be into that? Because there are
mm,
people that says, mina ngirighting emsebenzini. There are
mm,
people who says, I'm fine when I'm just doing this, but you are embracing
mm,
all this.
mm.
What made you to do that?
Yeah, I totally agree with what you're saying, because people have this perception of
Yeah.
as long as ke
Mm.
sebetsa,
Yes.
as long as ke tshwerenyana.
Mm.
To me, I thought, man, there's more to life.
Mm.
Like I said previously, that I thought to myself, I cannot just be ordinary.
Yes.
You get people, well, I get people that I admire.
Mm.
I've watched pageants before,
Mm.
and I was like, if this woman can do this and that, then why not?
Why
What is
not?
it in me?
Mm.
So being an entrepreneur, our economy at times, we get jobs, and it happens that you get retrenched.
Mm.
It happens that you're working for a contract, and then when it ends, then what? So
Mm.
because I have this passion of making a difference. I did it through entrepreneurship. So I thought, what is it that is short where I'm staying?
Mm.
So let me sell this. Let me do this. So
Mm.
I've done so much. Yes, my company is all about cleaning services, but there's so much that I've done.
Mm.
I look at what is really missing
Mm.
in and around where I am, and then I sell,
Mm.
because entrepreneurship is really bringing a difference. It's really selling something that is not there. It's
Mm.
really introducing to consumers, or rather customers, what they are not really
You
used to.
too. Yeah.
Yes. So, and then I'm an artist as well, so I
Mm.
never really looked or embraced my talent. So that's when I thought, let me just use my god-given talents. Let
Mm.
me do art. Let
Mm.
me write, because I've always loved writing. I loved writing more than talking,
Yeah.
so I thought, let me just express myself through
Mm.
writing. Let me just embrace this talent of writing. Let me do pottery, so that, I mean, we buy these things, we
Mm.
buy them, we admire them, we go
Mm.
to your homewares, and
Yeah.
we buy them. So I have these hands, why don't I do this? Why
Yes.
don't I do this and then sell to my people?
Mm.
Because you don't have to go far, to
Mm.
get something for your home.
Mm.
So yes, I I just do the best that I can. I manage time,
Yes.
because at the end of the day we're given the same hours of time, so there's
Yes.
nobody who can say I have 25 hours in a
Mm-hmm.
day. So I thought, let me do this, because if I believe that in entrepreneurship, um, there's a season for everything.
Yes.
So if this season ends for this particular thing, what is it that I want to do?
Mm.
So I'm a person that doesn't like to just sit and idle. I like keeping busy, and I like exploring
Yeah.
and seeing how far I can get.
Mm.
And at the end of the day, failure for me, it's not the end of the world. Failure for me is that I attempted to do something, it didn't work out. Let me try something else. So I think that's one thing that makes me to do everything all at once. And at the end of the day, it's about doing what you love. I
Mm-hmm.
love being a wife. I love being a mother.
Mm.
I love entrepreneurship. I love art. I love pottery. I love writing. So it's all about doing what you love. And once you do something that you love,
Yes.
you'll never get stressed about it.
Yes.
Yes, at times you get overwhelmed, but it's about managing
Mm.
everything all at once. And if this one doesn't work, I believe that there's time for everything. If
Mm.
this thing doesn't work, then it means try something else, not
Yes.
just sit
Not
and not
just
do anything at all.
yes. I hear you.
Yes.
And let's say there's a woman that is listening to you now
Mm, mm,
and is saying, "Yes, Mina, life, things are not working." What advice can you give to those people?
mm.
Like you're saying now, you use your hands. What advice can you give them?
What advice I can give to women out there is that there is no limit.
Yes.
Try, use your talents,
Mm,
use what you have. Don't go out there, don't look at somebody else and think that you ought to do what somebody else is doing.
mm,
Set yourself, discover yourself.
mm,
If you know how to bake, if you love baking,
mm.
sell.
Yeah.
You know how to cook. I don't think
Yes.
there's a woman who would say they don't know how to cook. It's just that maybe you're not putting an effort, or you just don't like it.
Mm,
But cook if you need to,
mm,
bake if you need to,
mm,
write if you need to, sing if you
mm,
need to.
mm,
Just do anything that you need to do. I believed in volunteering a lot,
mm,
you know and volunteering into anything, be it in an organization, be it at work, at somebody's company. Just
mm,
ask, just knock, just see.
mm,
And no, you're not gonna die if you get a no.
mm.
In fact, it strengthens you.
Yeah.
So do your god-given talents. If you don't know what your talent is, see what
Mm,
interests you.
mm,
One thing that you put your effort in. If you are always on Facebook, use that to
mm.
say, I can be a content creator.
Yeah.
Use anything that you have.
Mm,
You are at home, what is it that you can do?
mm,
Volunteer in schools. There's
mm.
schools, there's teachers assistants. Just go there and say, I want to teach school after school, maybe
Yeah.
30 minutes. There's so many things that you can do that do not require money.
I
So
hear
like
you.
I mentioned, volunteering, I would volunteer. And while you're volunteering on something, that's where you'll get to discover yourself that actually I don't like working with kids, for example.
Yeah.
Then what is it that I can do?
Mm,
Maybe I can just ask teachers about what is it that they can do.
mm,
There's abandoned schools, Mokasi.
mm,
Just see what you can do, what you
mm,
can bring,
mm,
and then speak to people. There's somebody who will like what you're doing,
mm,
who will encourage you.
mm,
Don't expect things just under your nose,
mm.
because it's not everybody that will assist you. It's not people that know you that will assist you. So go out there,
Yes.
expose yourself.
Mm,
Then that is where you will get the right support.
mm.
Because if you have expectations, and if you're looking at maybe your family that maybe they're not assisting you, and then you give up, you're limiting yourself.
Yeah.
So go out there. Rejection is redirection at times.
I hear you.
When you get rejected, it's building your character.
Mm.
And no, you're not going to get a yes all the time.
Yes.
Not all the doors that you lock into, you're going to get
Mm.
an answer. But if you do not get an answer, I mean, try somewhere
Try
else.
somewhere else.
Just be strong, because being apologetic about who you are, it's not going to help you.
I hear.
Because you see somebody going out there and trying new things, and we have this perception that wa papa
Mm.
or rata dilo. That's good.
Yeah.
Rata dilo,
Mm.
papa if you need to,
Mm.
because you don't know your limits.
I
You
hear
don't
you.
know what you are starting. You might excel, you might make money out of it, you might be a millionaire out of it. You
Mm.
don't know. that maybe you being cocooned in one place, maybe you won't see the greatness that is in you.
Mm.
Maybe you have a talent of talking, of motivating people. Maybe you have a talent of helping people,
Mm.
of making a difference in people. But if you don't go out there, you won't know.
I hear you.
You won't know
I
it
hear
all.
you.
Mm.
Let's say there's somebody that is listening to you
Mm.
and want to join Mrs. Soweto 2024. What
Yes.
advice can you give them?
I can just tell them that for now they can just follow me
Yes.
follow me on my page
Yes.
just to see how I've been going from where I started,
Mm.
because I've never been into pageantry before.
Mm-hmm.
My content was never about pageantry.
Mm.
And so they can just see, or they can just follow anybody that they admire. They can just follow the Mrs. Soweto page and see what has been done, so that next year when they join, they
Mm.
know exactly what is required.
Yes.
But for now, I can just say, just research instead
Yes.
of just wasting time or data.
Mm.
Just research about pageantry so that you know what you're getting yourself into.
Mm.
Look for mentors,
Mm.
ask around, ask people that have been there, ask them around, because that's exactly what I'm doing as well.
That's good.
Exposing myself, because I thought I've never done this before, so how can I just fit in?
Mm.
So research, and just be confident, and just tell yourself that you can do it.
Can do it.
Yes.
And where can they find you?
On Facebook,
Okay.
I'm Boitumelo Kasi.
Mm-hmm.
My surname is KGASI.
Mm-hmm.
And on Instagram, I'm Boitumelo underscore Kasi. And also Spotify as well. They can find me Boitumelo
Yes.
Kasi. So I'm always Boitumelo Kasi. I don't like interchanging my names,
Yes.
just so not to confuse people.
Okay.
And where else? Yes, I am Boitumelo Kasi on all social media platforms.
Okay. And
Yes,
thank you so much for being with us today.
it's
Thank you
only
so
a
much. I
pleasure.
really appreciate. And as for me, I am empowered and I'm encouraged.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, family. You have seen, you have heard. Boitumelo Khasi, please make sure that you follow her on all her platforms, social media platforms, Instagram, Boitumelo Khasi. And as you follow her, please do not forget to follow your girl. I'm Boitumelo Mankuroane on Instagram, Boitumelo Thelma Mankuroane on Facebook. And let's go back again on TikTok. But before you do that, do not forget to give me a thumbs up and leave your comment. What do you think? If you have a question for her, leave it there on the comment section and we'll definitely respond. And do not forget to subscribe. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I love you so much, and God bless you.